Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, and perhaps even good evening. Thank you so much for dropping by and joining me for another exciting and chilled out session on a Sunday afternoon of the 3D Shenanigans. Thank you, Mr. Leo, Mr. Dragonade, Mr. Brian, Miss Julia, and my window doesn't scroll up. What's going on here? And I think everyone else who's out there watching, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. I wasn't here yesterday because Julia and I were filing a tax return, and that left us with less time than I had anticipated. And in the evening, I was totally wiped out. I was half thinking perhaps I'm going to go and do a little sort of, a late night stream, but then it got too late. And one of those things, we got it, and that's just perfect. Let me go and put some music on here before we get going with today's proceeding, which I thought could be a little more of our little title sequence. And today my plan is to be much more efficient and faster than last time by exporting the cameras that I need from Unreal Engine, bringing them into iClone with the dummy geometry, and just getting the few seconds that I need of characters animated right there with something like actor groups and perhaps manual animation just for these few seconds, and then bounce the characters back into Unreal Engine. Let's see if it works. Ricky is here as well. How you doing? And Leo is waiting for his tea, which reminds me, I have totally got some coffee here. We do this, and then we do this, and we sort of listen. Do we get music? We sort of do. Let's see if it's good or not. How is everyone else doing? I was actually watching Brian this morning. He was showing some, aside from Kritakov, he was showing some stuff he's been making in Character Creator that has to do with collision shapes. So I'm excited about that. Excited to see that working. Is it working? It is working, isn't it? This is this. That is working. Okay, cool. I've got a little. Yes, I've got some audio. That's good. That's good. Let's go and open our project here. This is the newest thing that now happens with this launcher here, which brings me to my next point. I want to be a little bit more positive. I feel like I'm this old curmudgeon who constantly begrudges software. I really don't want to be that guy, you know. It's one of those things. What are we gonna call it? The cinema titles. There we go. And one is in Dropbox. That's the one we're not using, and one is not in Dropbox. That's the one we are using, because otherwise that plugin doesn't work. So it's one of those things. You has coffee too. 10 shots of espresso, because why not overdo it? Oh dear. Some kavu. What is kavu? Tell me about that. Updates hater. Oh man, I tell you, updates. I got to tell you a story. I was up at 5 a.m. this morning. I don't know why, but it's one of those things. I just, maybe it's because my thyroid medication hasn't quite kicked in yet. Who knows? But sometimes I just get up at ungodly hours, and I thought, hey, I might play some Cyberpunk. And I do that on my laptop because the PlayStation's in the bedroom. I was thinking, yeah, I'm going to play that on my laptop with the PlayStation remote app for PlayStation. So it's a little app that streams your PS5 onto the PC screen. Has worked for years, not a problem at all. But turns out that this morning there was an update. And as they do with updates, they force you to install it. You can't use it unless you apply the update. That's one of those things. So I thought, okay, fine. Apply the update, but now of course the app doesn't work anymore, and it manifests in that it connects for 30 seconds and then the connection stops and the app crashes. And it's been out for about 3 to 4 weeks. It's been known fact by now that this update that Sony pushed out doesn't work. And what we're going to do? Well, what we are going to do is find somebody who's written a patch that lets us sort of, because you can't downgrade the installation, because then it just goes and asks you to install the new version, so you can't do that. So there's a patch that you can use that sort of tells the Sony servers you're using the latest version, but you're really using an earlier version. And it's a community hack that works, but it's one of those things. That's why I hate updates, and that's in a nutshell. This is why Sony have just told me this is exactly why. So dang. And it's only going to get worse with all the vibe coding. I totally agree. And gentrification, that is exactly right, Brian. That's what it is. That is totally what it is. we're going to go straight into the interior and finish off the part by the popcorn stand. Let's see how we're going to do this. Nate still brags about never having updated the most recent phone and not updating any other phones I've had at this part. That's a good point, yeah. Or Windows past 22H2. I even get confused about this, the whole Windows update thing. I'm thinking, you know, Windows 11 is the version, but that's not the case either, is it? Oh well. So let's just see what we have here from last time. I think that was still a little bit rough. Master interior that now has the RL sequencer baked onto it. Here it is, there we go. Fantastic. Some people, there's also the purple floor that we sort of like better than the original floor, even was just dummy geometry. So like this shot here, for example, we didn't really fill out with stuff, so I'm gonna go take care of that. There's also a little, and this one here maybe. I think that's kind of nice to do that. I want to do the frame rate issue first. Oh, this is 60 frames here. I see. I think we want to make everything 60 frames, don't we? Oops, not 100 frames. Almost 60. 60 is good. 60 frames. There we go. Then we know where we are. So maybe let's start with the cameras then, and with more of that dummy geometry. So cameras, for some reason, I can't transfer with this with the plugin. One of those things doesn't work, but we can do it manually, and that's what I'm gonna have to do. So even if I go into my shot here, that's this shot here, 701. If I do select camera 7 and I go and say transfer to iClone, it just tells me there's no static mesh involved, and we think, hey, you know, that's totally fine. I'll just do it from the sequence here. I'll right click and then I say export. There it is. Even though it's a camera that is spawn, shouldn't really matter. I'll put it into my exports folder. I might just make a new folder and call it cameras. And that means we can do an iClone without having to rejig anything in Unreal Engine here. I'll call this one camera internal. What's the shot called here? 701. Vertex color. We don't really need the source mesh or the collision here. We could have a preview mesh, but again, do we need to? I don't think we need to. And that's it. Export. I think that is enough. Let me see if that works. And of course we were where again? Shame this isn't a one-click thing. I think some things used to work in the past and they no longer work in the latest version of the Unreal iClone connection here. Open, keep original, convert all. And we have cam 7 here. Show bone prop. That shouldn't really happen. I should really have that to select now. That, I guess, was incorrect. Let's go get that one out again. Let's try this again. Could be because it's a spawned camera. That might be possible. I like slightly the settings here that I've had. Vertex color, probably not the mesh. We don't need the mesh. Move targets, I don't think we need. Local time, I don't think is necessary. Format's probably okay. Let's try this. Import camera, I should have said duh. Oh, Jay, it just said duh. Because then I know where to place my people. Import scaled one's fine. Import camera. Cam 7, there it is. Perfection, look at that. That is amazing. And I've still got my preview. Ha 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 ha. This is good. Yeah, it's because like last time when we just moved these people back and forth, what happened was that I spent a ton of time getting these guys into the right positions, but as you can see, when I actually cut to them, I only see half of the group. So I'm wasting a lot of time putting people where we're not actually going to see them. So that's why I'm going to do this in that's why I'm going to do this. So this one's 801, which when we're using just that 8, not 8A, I guess, which is fine. Hexport. And this one is cam int 0801. Oh, same thing. We don't need all the cameras, but it'll make my animation life a lot easier inside of iClone. And then this one here, for some reason we don't. There it is. Yeah, I think this one as well. Even if the framing is just loose, I don't even need that animation. I don't think, do I have it? Is that animation? There is an animation. Look at that. That's actually, that's extremely cool. Look at that. So I can go and, that is pretty insane. So I can literally do it shot by shot if I wanted to. I think I'll try it with the camera switcher track. That's going to be interesting. So this is going to have to match the dummy geometry I'm going to bring in a moment. This is pretty cool. I like it. Hexport things. Oh, good point. Yes, good point, Nate. Number 9. Yeah, it's a shame that that doesn't just work with a single click. I have a feeling that may have worked at one point. Cam int 0901. It's too funny, isn't it? And then we have this. Why is what's camera 10 not seeing? Why we're not cutting? There we go. And this is actually more work. So I don't think we're going to do that today. Let's go and focus on these 3 shots here and see how far we get. And then we go and do this on another day, perhaps tomorrow, depending on see how it goes. Like in this case, if I bring all these cameras in here and cut to them, I can follow my guy exactly. I mean, I don't even have to do it I don't have to put the 3 cameras in sequence into iClone. I can just literally do it shot by shot because we don't have anything continuous here. But it would be kind of nice to know exactly what I'm framing up here. So let's go do that. Close. But oh, totally forgot the dummy geometry, didn't I? Yes. Then Hexport. Oh dear. So here we would need just these 2 things, maybe that as well, just so that we know that, bit of this, bit of that, bit of that, and this, thankfully, that should work with this magic thing here. If I go and transfer to iClone, merge, not merge rig, it doesn't really matter, does it? Well, it doesn't matter. Let's do merge. There it is. Convert all. There, perfect. All right, you emerged. Let's look through the preview. That's great. Now all we need to do is make sure we actually see it, because black is not such a hot color. Can we do this for multiple things? Yes, look at that. This is insanely cool. That's what the interior looked like a little bit. So the floor, we're just gonna have to imagine I grabbed out all the files. Look at that, that's our camera. So this is pretty cool. That should give me a good idea of where what is. And I think I want to, there's something else I want to go and bring in, which is this this purple box here. Let's go bring that in as well, just so that I know along those lines that's where my people can and should be walking. This isn't going to be much, it's just going to be just a little more fleshed outness there. That's the spirit. Sweet. I might even be able to just drag that out a little further so that I see this is the floor. So now the cool thing is I'll be able to go and just switch to my camera and see what do I like this. It's just very cool. So all the framing, focal length and all that is in there. So that is perfect. That is pretty perfect. I want to go and lock it though. I don't know how to do that. Lock scale. That's just the scale. I think that is possible, isn't it? The camera can be locked. Brian, you do this sometimes, right? It's my first time working with cameras inside Unreal Engine. Lock camera view. Is that it? It animates as well, which is that's just fascinating, isn't it? I just want to make sure I don't accidentally touch it. Maybe it's already, it comes in locked. All right, so if I go and accidentally, I can't move it. Brian, this is so cool. Go back to preview and I can move it. This is great. Look at this. Don't forget to add the sheep. Like where? This is actually very cool. I would like to add the sheep. I just don't exactly know where yet. Okay, I'm going to make a little copy of this. I just add another cube here so I don't need to see the broken floor tiles here. There we go. This is continuous floor. Perfection. And also very important, save it. Now I go and put things out here. This is gonna go into here, and it's gonna be cinema titles. Looks like we have one for Rococo, but we don't have just a regular one. I might just go and make one, create a subfolder here and say this is for cinema titles, cinema titles, there we go. And we'll call this one int shot 7. There, wonderful. So I think what I might try is something that I should have tried last time, which is use these funky actor groups. And so rather than designate all this as an area where people can walk in, I'm just going to go and do it really simply. Under project here, there's something called actor group. And I think there's a couple that you get with for free with iClone. And I think I also have some from the social actions pack here. And there's standing, sitting, standing and sitting, and a couple of random ones just standing and sitting. I'm going to go with the preset one here. Stand. I just have something like this here. 3 standing, 4 standing, 5 standing. Let's say we have a group of 3 standing here. Left click and drag these guys over here. And it should look through my entire library of these actor core characters and put them in a group and also add random animations to it. I think that's the plan. And from there I can then go and just randomize them, move them around, adjust them a little, randomize the materials, that sort of thing. Glitch, how's it going? You still got iClone 7, all right. Look at that, so 3 standing, 3 male, or we can have male, female, female, or we can stand and drink. Maybe just, stand Male, female, female. I like it. Randomize actors. Ding. And we don't even need to have 1700 frames in that animation. The sheep has to make an appearance. I just don't know where yet. So it'll be interesting to find the perfect position for the cameo. Look, so then we've got 3 people here, and if I don't like him, I can just go and randomize materials. Takes a second. There we go. She's wearing a different jacket now. He's wearing a different shirt. He looks well smart here. Repetition is also cool. Randomized starting frames. 1700 is fine. We're probably going to cut that a little. Let it apply it. And then we can always make adjustments, make, you know, duplicates, and replace the characters as we see them in Unreal Engine with something that's already been imported. That should work. You're still on version 7 glitch. I think I've just seen a little video from Reallusion that indicated that there's going to be an iClone 9 soon, which is bizarre. Oops, I think I did something with the I think with the floor here. Is the floor really animated? I can't believe it. Let's do that. Floor no longer animated. Perfect. So these guys are standing animating. This is neat. I might just have a similar sort of group here as they talk. Oh yeah, and then if I do want to have her envision a bit more, I'll do this. This guy maybe can go and turn around a little. Oh, and then she's doing this off. So she's on frame 1. There. Everyone's having fun. Just 3 people in the perfect position already. 3 friends argue about which movie to see. That's right. This could be a while. I tell you. Let's do it again. Maybe with 4 people standing. Is that too much? Maybe just 2. Maybe 4. Let's try 4 over here. And I'm thinking that in our next shot where we have the guys in front of the counter, I might try something with followers, so that I have like 2-3 people in a row behind a leader, and the leader sort of steps forward if we want to do that. These guys are 4 people standing drinking. Maybe not quite yet. I think we're just going to have standing 2 male, 2 female. Let's do that. Actually, you guys are wearing the same shirt here, so we're going to need to do that shirt color. Yes, we needed a lot more than 1700 frames for that. Yes, one small downside is that if I don't currently have these characters in Unreal Engine already, I'm going to have to go and transfer them out again if I wanted to use this automation. So let's say I'm happy with this. I'll go and say okay. Then that means we're running into the long export time again. So another thing I can do, what I might do, is to... Oh, I should do this on frame 1, shouldn't I? Dang. Like you could stand here perhaps. And then you do something like this on the first frame. There. Crowd. All right. Woohoo, perfect. We have life in that shot already. And when is this actually over? It's literally just here, isn't it? Because in the next shot, I don't think we see these guys again. So we can literally say scene ends here. So So what I could do in order to make that that export a little snappier, because I have a lot of characters in Unreal Engine already, I could do away with that and just use the same person that gets exported. No matter who that is, I can just I can swap them out in Unreal Engine. I don't know if I want to do that though, because this was just so nice and fast. All I want now is for this to get exported rather fast. I'm going to save this and see what happens if I add my second camera to it and then try to get my camera switcher track going here, so I can go and switch to the next camera at the frame where I need that. So maybe I can stitch it all together in iClone and then just go and export the first 3 shots. I don't know if that's wise. What do you think? Is that wise? It's worth trying just to see how that goes, because I've never tried that out. Import camera 8 and import. Hi, caramba, here it is. Camera 8. I see. So that does not work well because they are not continuous cameras. So I split mine up into shots. So this camera here wouldn't start with the buffer here. It would literally start at 0 where that shot begins, but not in the sequence. So that's good to know. I might just go and do that in a different project then. We're going to take camera 8 out again, and we're just in 7 now. I'm already in love. This is great. So let's just go and try to get these 7 characters out here for 125 frames. Let's see how it goes. Unreal Live Link, I like it. No light, no camera because we have that already. No props, but our characters. Marine, casual, business, casual. We want to include the motion, only the range, and bake it all to a sequencer. Should be okay, shouldn't it? Because after that, we no longer have a cut. 125 frames. Show as frames. Oh, we don't actually start at 0. So with 725 to that. Excuse me, my fascinating timecode calculator. So let's say 816. And that was 724. Whoops, sorry. 816 minus 724 is only 92 frames. Yeah, so that's perfect. That should be good. I know. That's the thing. We're using a sequencer. We go transfer. All right. Come on. Like now we go play Cyberpunk basically for 10 minutes, because that's probably, if it takes 2 minutes per character, that's, we're saying 7 characters, 14 minutes potentially, that we're not doing anything. But it could also be faster, who knows? I think that's what it did last time. I think. Oop, deleting. Why would it? Don't delete anything. Cleaning up old assets. No, oh my god. Did we have a copy of this? Ideally, we'll just do this much faster, but hey, I don't know. Updating. ... What I love to see now, faked or not, is it could be Leo. I had not paid attention. I love to see some kind of a progress report now. There we go, please wait. Okay, there we go. Sampling motion born. Okay. Make sure to complete the process before transferring the files. Yeah, okay. We're totally making sure. Yes, if an overall progress bar would be ideal now, wouldn't it? Because I think it doesn't do it figure per figure. Oh, ooh, that isn't good, is it? Send and restart. That's didn't work well. It could be same name characters. Let's see if we can find any. And if it might make sense, I broke it. If it makes more sense to replace it with the same character here. That brings me to another problem. I don't actually know if if I've ever done that in iClone. I know how to do it in Unreal Engine, of course, but I have no idea how to do it in iClone. So let's see. We restore. I mean, we can skip the restore because we haven't really done anything. Usually the restore doesn't work anyway, so. Okay. So everybody remain completely calm. We're totally gonna do this. I will check the character names here quickly. So we have RL content, and we have, let me go and put a new content browser window out so I can have one that's floating, and I'll call it RL content here, and have, oh, that doesn't work. That's a shame, isn't it? How high does that not work? Oh, that works perfect. So we have, oh no, that doesn't work either. So Maureen Callahan is not on the list. We don't have Maureen Callahan. We have Casual M55. M55 is not on the list. Business M13. Business M13, no. Casual M18. Casual M18 is here. So let's call him 18, not in here, but in here. 18A. Let's do that, and that does that gets reflected here. That's perfect. Then we have Casual M0148. Nope. Business F13. Yes. Okay, so Business F13. We're going to call her Business F13A. And then we have Business F04 is not on the list. Okay. Keep calm and play Cyberpunk. So okay, we've renamed the two that had a bit of an issue. We want a whole scene, include motion, range, bake everything to a sequencer. Save this. Transfer file. Save, exactly. Fingers crossed. See how it goes. Yes, I didn't think of that last time, that these actor groups are actually much faster to position than building a whole movement system on in a nav mesh and all that. Even though that works, it was probably overkill. But at least we have it in place now. So yep, looks like the first person is landing. Maureen Callahan is landing in Unreal Engine. This is good. If I have it on two monitors, the separate content browser, I can actually keep an eye on both things. It exporting and Unreal Engine is already importing it at the same time. So that is very efficient. Is this exciting or what, Brian? I'm glad you've tried out the motion disaster as well. That you tried that. That was really cool. I think for me, these are just such cool tools to use. And even if they're a little bit clunky with the motion director, I'm happy to cut out things on the timeline if they're a little bit rough. I'm sort of okay with that. But I agree with you that it should be a lot easier to make all these things happen. So something I haven't quite understood yet is, how do I make my own IMD file? How do I make it so that it contains only the motions that I want, rather than, you know, people like what we had last time, people jumping in the middle just randomly. That's sort of why does that happen? Why isn't that easier to make? And some things can't be made from scratch, like these iProps, they can, but it's still very difficult. We still don't have all the tools that are necessary to make these things from scratch, I find. It is super exciting, isn't it? Maureen Callahan has completely landed. We're importing casual M55 now. And what I'm super excited about as well is that this whole bake everything to a sequencer, that just means I just attach that to my master scene and everyone walks like I've set it up here. That's very cool. I've tried something this morning with an exterior scene that had a landscape object, and when this was released, this bidirectional iClone to UE and back feature, you could select the landscape object and then bring it into iClone as a prop, but that doesn't work anymore. So I don't know what's happened there. I would imagine it's something that Unreal Engine has changed, because of course that changes with every major version. I suppose, yes. Yes, I think in 22, 23, when that was, I remember there was a knowledge base article that said, yeah, currently we don't have the tools for release because it's really tricky to build the state tree logic and all that. And yeah, I hear that it's not something that's easy to make. I'm surprised they've released something like motion planning, because that's probably a way for customers to get this done. Business M13 is currently landing in Unreal Engine. That's this guy here. So we're a couple of characters behind. I think it's already exporting like this one or that one. So just out of interest here, while I can't look, unless this is letting me do that, this could have been finished already. So now it's just waiting for Unreal Engine to import this stuff. Just out of curiosity, if I did make a copy, it would still export the same character multiple times. I'm just thinking about it, because if I make a copy like this is Maureen Callahan here. I don't know why she's called that, but this is Maureen Callahan here. If we make a copy with control drag, it'll be an instanced copy, and that means whatever animation is on Maureen Callahan 1 is also going to be on Maureen Callahan 2. So they're individual. I can't change that. I can copy and paste her, then she's not an instance, but then they would have different names in the scene, and as such iClone would see that as different objects and export different people. So yes, what version of Python is it using? MJ13. Too funny. Business M13 is still being imported, but I think iClone is now good to go. Hey, this is actually still beneficial, because while Unreal Engine is working in the background, we work on the next scene. New project. All I should have done, and I know that for the next two shots, is the proxy geometry, because that's not going to come from here. I think that's going to be a new one. Let me go and save this over another thing. This is great. So Unreal Engine is importing this while we are now doing stuff here. It's pretty cool. So let me go and save that as internal shot await. And then we can mess with this. So one thing we can do is remove these actor groups. Perfect, that and that goes, just in case we need any of this geometry here. And we also, bizarrely, don't need camera 7 anymore. We now need our next one, import. This is actually still helping. This is great. Unreal Engine's busy. I'm busy. Yes, it's good. Life is good. No media background. We're good. Camera 8. All right. Woohoo. Yes, we don't quite have all the geometry that we need here. Same 120, 530 frames, something like that's enough. And this is now where we see the stand of what's it called here? My brain. It's the where you buy the snacks. Snack stand. That's it. 1.0 beta. Too funny, Brian. So this is neat. Before we have the correct geometry, I'm thinking this is not something for the... Oh, this could be. We could have two people standing side by side. We could do that. Let's do that. Just two. And there'll be like rows of ones and twos, something like that. We can probably do that. This is neat. While it's importing, I can build my next scene. This is great. Randomize actors. We want to have 2 women here. From all actors. That's cool. Randomize. And even if they're only in the rough positions, I can just go and move them in a moment when I have the dummy geometry. Nice one. Maybe randomize materials. I'm not entirely sure about the... plate stuff here. Plates that haven't even moved. It's fine. We'll leave that. It's true, glitch. Yes, absolutely. So there's somewhere here, I think. And I don't know how many people would be in front. I would imagine maybe 2 more. Yeah, my first idea was to have literally somebody there that would just wait. That's fine, we can use these guys. But the shot is so short that I don't think we need to see them stepping forward. I don't think that's really necessary. Probably something like this. Or thereabouts. And then there's another line sort of here. Maybe that can also be rows of 2. Neat, orderly lines, that's what we need. You too. Love you guys. Perfect. You're hired. And maybe 2 more in front of it. Unreal Engine is importing Business M13, the sequencer. So we're nearly done with the import. We're good with you guys as well. It's renaming something. It's localizing variants. Reticulating splines. And we're importing another character. It's fine. Okay, good. No worries. So you go over here, I think. And she's already got a drink. That's actually pretty interesting. Should she be having a drink already? I don't know. We'll see. Really missing that proxy geometry right now. See how that goes. And now, should I be able to, like, say, take her just out of curiosity? Oh, that doesn't work. That's interesting. What I meant was you control drag. It does not create a copy. That's interesting. That's usually how that works, isn't it, in iClone? If I had, just to satisfy my curiosity, if I had a box and the box is, say, over here, and if I go and control drag that, yeah, it creates a duplicate, but it didn't do that on the character. I don't know. I think probably not much more because it's just a background task. Yeah, so this does not work with characters if I do that. But what is correct is that if I were to change the color of one of these cubes, they all change the same color because they're instances. So I think if I go copy and then paste, does that work? Copy, is that copy? Does it exist? Maybe on the same spot. Copy, paste. Do I get box 7? No, I don't get that. Control Shift D. No, that's still an instance. So it's very efficient the way it does that. So that's not going to work with the same character. So I think there's no way I can do it with duplicated characters. They'll be exported as individual meshes. Oh, so it's a material instance. Interesting. So using a single character then, that's not an actor group, that's just under actor and on maybe actor core crowd. That's all these guys. Maybe you are here by yourself. And you now, of course, need an animation as well. Maybe something like argument chat. Isn't that something just like wait? Wait is not found. Maybe just here. Wait. There we go. Wait. Wait leaning. Wait sitting isn't good. Wait anxious. Yeah, that could be. That could be you. Wait anxious at the very beginning here as well, like so. Taps foot. I like it. And this, are we still here at that point? Oh, this is like a cartoon motion, isn't it? It's also twice too fast, really. That's also walk. That's not wait. That's walk. Oh no, don't do that. Wait. Why is it bringing up walking things? This is why I thought this was just so much easier with the actor groups. Ponder, maybe Ponder's gonna work. Ponder works well. Depends on what we see of that motion, perhaps break the first bit off. That seems to be sufficiently pondery here. Then we do one more single in here, in that line. Maybe you can go in here. Perfect, oops. Idle sounds good. Right, good point, yes. It's still dealing with casual M18A, so hopefully once that's done, we get our geometry out of here. Oops. Yes, well, you should be like that. It's an extremely simple idle. It's almost like you're standing still. Are you even moving? Almost. She's moving a little bit. That's not a bad idea. Maybe we go and move them so that they're literally just moving out. We also need somebody. Do I have anybody in a sort of uniform, I wonder? I could just use a motion dummy robot for now. I think that's a neat idea. That could be the server. Yeah, like this guy here. These are the people serving the drinks, so to say. The bots. Okay, well, let's save the scene. Wait for Unreal Engine. That's what we need, isn't it? A little delivery bot. And it's going to take a little longer probably to export that. So I'm going to grab the moment here Unreal Engine is finished. I'm going to grab the geometry for this shot and the next shot so that they're both out and in iClone. And then we can go and have Unreal Engine work while we work. I think that's good. I don't think we are, Leo. It's a good point. Yes, we see these guys. What are they called again? They have a name. They're basically they look a bit like a smaller version of a shopping trolley, of a shopping cart without a handle and 4 wheels. They just roam around Miami Beach all the time. I don't know how many we have here, but it'll be close to 100, I think. And most of the time they're just lurking on a street corner. But when it comes to delivery time, they just drive up and down the sidewalks all the time. I don't even know what they're delivering. We imagine it's food. A friend of ours has told us that he tried them and he works in a restaurant, so he sort of knows the ins and outs. He wanted to try it out and the robot got stuck, and after 2.5 hours he got his food, which was cold by that point. So it's and you get a refund then, but it's just, it's very much trial and error at the moment. But yeah, that's the way things are going. Amazon by 2030 apparently want to have this delivery, as in the truck comes to your house and brings it to your entrance completely computerized so that there's no dude that needs to drive the truck anymore. That's the plan. I think it's ambitious, but I think that's where they're going. I wonder how that's gonna work if they go and if the truck parks outside and then a delivery bot comes out of the truck and drives to your door. How's that gonna work? I don't know. Yes, I've seen those types of stories as well. That poor bot is just on the side. I heard that as well. Drone delivery. I think that was another idea they had. I think it's probably more difficult to realize. I think it might be easier to do just delivery, only because a truck can carry more capacity to the last mile. $10,000 photography robots. What do they do? Circling the drones, yes. Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? The technology and software, you know, that eventually comes down. It's a predictable price, but humans are always the biggest cost. I just wonder what happens when we can all make use of such services and nobody... I mean, how are we going to earn money? You know, a huge amount of people rely on these things to make income. I don't know what are we all going to do eventually when we can all rely on technology to do the chores, and for us not having to do that anymore. That's going to, on one hand, that's going to be fantastic because that means we can just do what we want. But how's that going to be? How do we pay rent? Maybe there's no rent anymore. Maybe it's not going to. Maybe we don't get charged. Homeless robots. What would they do? Leo, that's ridiculous. Our jobs will be rescuing the bots. Exactly. Too funny. That is hilarious. Casual M0148 is currently doing its thing here. Importing FBX mesh. Are you though? Because it's been on that screen 80% for quite a while. Don't maybe bring out the cyberpunk. Do you know there was when the Docklands were expanded in the UK, there was a brand new line, the Jubilee line, that's sort of the latest and the newest addition to the London Underground network. And it was, there were super new stations, super brand new. And one of the new things was that when the train pulls into the station, there's actually glass doors in front of the tracks. And my friend and I were thinking, oh wow, that looks amazing. We wish other stations would have that. And we had of course thought, well, this is so that in case there is overcrowding, which there shouldn't be because we've put this capacity all on the spot, should be fine. It's not about overcrowding and people accidentally falling onto the tracks, and accidents happen. It's dirt. It's easier to keep that clean. If you have a glass front in front of the tracks, people can't chuck things on it anymore. That was the reason. So you might have a point there, Leo. Yes, we thought it was safety. It totally, that's a nice byproduct, but the main thing was dirt, and therefore avoiding delays. Hard to say what is. There we go. Casual M0148 has just gone to 100%. Everyone, this is good. CC Lifelink V23 retarget to new skeleton. So true. It says it's 100%. Let's see how true that is. I like that some things are super fast and others are not fast. It's very congratulations, mcasual 0048. It's very unpredictable what takes how much time. ABPRL rig logic retargeted to new skeleton. Check. I remember when this came out, they were saying that it's highly parallelized. So I think before that, I think it was an even longer wait time. We think of this as long, but it was actually even longer because I think you couldn't use, it would do one character export from iClone, then iClone would be busy waiting until Unreal Engine gives the okay to import it. And I think now this has been decoupled, so that's actually that's good. Do you know, last time I was actually super excited to see that the message window in Unreal Engine comes up, but it's completely empty. There's not even warnings. That is pretty cool. Let's see if that happens now as well. Ooh, skip packages. Yes, come on. I'd like to have something like a library where we can say, use a proxy mesh, use one, and if you have 20 characters to copy, just use the same proxy mesh and don't transfer that. That's just make sure there's a motion dummy or whatever, and that's all we need. I'd love for them to address that. Business F0013A is coming over now. Interesting, well done. Well done, Glitch. Sadly, I've now forgotten what the next shot looks like. I wonder if we can just work a little bit more here. So save this, and then save this as our next scene already, and call it int shot 9. And with shot 9, we can go and everyone except for the motion dummies can go. While we wait for all busy things to come to an end. These guys, we just move positions with them, I suppose. This camera, we're also going to go and delete camera 8. And I think there's a couple of boxes here. This and that and then that. Perfect. That can go. New camera, import, camera 9. All right, woohoo! That doesn't even start until here, or to about here. I will leave this intact here. That's probably the end, and the beginning we'll have to probably leave intact, otherwise there might be discrepancies. And this is now, what was that shot? I can't quite remember. Let's go bring up Premiere and do that. Do it that way. Oh yeah, look, this is my cranky old man mocap walk collection. I think I'm going to turn that into a product once I go and tidy it up a little bit more. This is all me walking like this in a mocap suit. Sort of funky, isn't it? Yes, available soon. Available soon on all the funky marketplaces. That's the amount of walks I've done for the exterior. Cranky old man collection coming soon, man. Okay, this is our shot 7, shot 8, and this is shot 9. Oh, I see. So this here, that's going to be mingling, people walking here. I think we have a lot of people walking already. So we just need maybe a couple of these robots here on the side before we have the exact There's another servant deliver type bots here. Oh, nearly. So you guys are somewhere here. Oops. Sort of here, I'm thinking. Maybe even further in the background. Lots of people walking. I think we've got that part already, but just a couple of people, 2-3 people standing in front of this roll. I think that might be neat. While we wait, you guys go here. Oh yes, you're going to be there on the first keyframe, please. Perfect. So, should we use actor groups again for this? Or should it just be single actors in this case? I might just use actor groups and split them up so that they're that's one person's here, 2 people are here, something like that. And these are walking people. I think they didn't get involved with this. I think I had that sorted out already. Group set. What's the difference between preset and random? Waiting line. There we go. That's perfect. This is what we wanted, wasn't it? 3 waiting in line. I didn't know. I thought we had that somewhere. Great. Look at that. I think they all look constipated, Glitch. Yes, I think with Cascadeur, I should be able to turn the Rococo animations into DAS Studio animations. Randomize actors. Randomize motion, yes. Randomize starting frames. These guys are obviously buying their tickets. That's my story, at least. And we'll say okay. Meanwhile, business F0013A is being imported. Oh, I wasn't on frame 1 here, so that might have been problematic. Let's say we put all of you here. That didn't go well, did it? Why is she not sort of here? Because in the other one, the other big line here with 5, I could just go and put that here in front of this guy. You live and learn with this stuff, you know. Business F0004 is now being imported. I swear, officer, it was just tickets, no substances. Five. Well, you we've already seen here, so I think we may have to take you out. I think also Maureen Callahan is there again. I think unless we find a different material, it's gonna be difficult, you know. Definitely randomize the motion and also randomize the actors. Randomize. We're gonna make them all neat and untidy once the second batch of people is transferring over. There should also be an option to say, if that character already exists in Unreal Engine, don't re-import them. You know, don't delete them, don't re-import them, just acknowledge it and skip over it. Saves us all a bit of time. Now you guys look all the same now. This is also not cool. I want my previous actors back. Bring him back. Materials only. It's cool. Randomize just the materials. Or at least a warning, yeah, the user decide, yeah. It comes out again. Actually, they don't want you to do this. They'd rather you stay in iClone completely. I see everyone's wearing white shirts. I totally don't like that either. And the person at the front here, I think... let's go randomize everything again. I want Maureen Callahan back. Which program has authority? Well, the user, of course. Or not crash. That's a good start, isn't it? If you click OK, there's a likelihood of crashes happening. Would you like to continue? Yes. What? How big's the chance of it crashing? Okay, here, that's not bad. Maureen Callahan is wearing a different outfit. This lady here we've already seen, so I think I'm gonna go and accept this. And I might just go and get rid of her. Or replace her with a different material. Yes, because I think I've seen you with a different shirt. Now, where? That was in a really bizarre place, wasn't it? It was something like stage or somewhere where nobody would look for material presets. Was it media? Something like that? Material plus, perhaps? Actor core? What's your name, sweetie? You're casual F0054, okay. A shark suit. Casual F. Okay, hang on, this could be better. It wasn't stage, it was it media? Was it set? It's something totally insane that you would never go to. It's not cloth, like that would make sense. I don't think that was that. I think it was... She's, I think, Modern People sampler. Casual F54 media, there it is. Material plus. Casual F54, perfect. So let's say the blue top, green top, green perhaps? Green, come on. I think. Also clever, just search for that. I think that'll be fine. That'll work. And then you here, what's your name? Let's try that again with M0015. Do you have any? Yeah, there we go. You've got other shirts on and stuff. Maybe this one here. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Yes, look at that. There's more variation in that. That's very nice. Everyone's got their phone as well. That's really cool. And coffee cups. She's also, this is the same lady here. We're okay with that, right? Yeah, I think it's barely noticeable. Look at that, totally not noticeable. Two completely different people. I wouldn't even know. Definitely, she's totally complaining. Lit green sweater looks like a Karen. It's Maureen Callahan. Karen Callahan. Okay, I think we're coming to like a proper end here. And the Unreal Engine front. I think that was it. Let me go and save this. Nope, it's not saving stuff again in Unreal Engine. Was that it? No, nope, saving things yet again. Okay. How much can you save? Come on, buddy, you can do it. One day we'll get control of our software back. One day. Validating assets. Yep, no, that needs to happen as well. We can't have it unvalidated. Next time I'll build crowds directly in Unreal Engine. All the logic for it, just go, don't use this. Just send the characters to Unreal Engine, let Unreal Engine sort it out. Was that it? Message log empty. No warnings, no nothing. This is great. Okay, this is interesting. You think you had saved it, but no, it needs to be saved again. It's all good. Let me just go and export that geometry out now, so that we have these exact things to look at in. Did we not set that to 60? Oh yeah, we did, but then we didn't save it, did we? Yes. I remember. So we've got this shot. This shot, I need to load that in iClone for it to happen. And this one is the one we're really interested in. So we've got the crowd here. We don't have to worry about the wide shot here. But this is where I want people to sit. So that will send over. Might as well do that now. We are in this shot 9. Yes, perfect. We could put the wall in, just so we know what's where. Was this that was dummy geometry as well. Let's do that. Perfect. We put that in. To transfer merged is probably okay. Convert all, yes. This is where that is, so we weren't that far off. Pretty neat. Then we have, that'll be the floor, and then we have a counter. Oh, and all the monitors, that's neat. And then we have some chairs here as well. We don't want them to. So this is where people are sitting down and stuff. That's neat. So let's send that over. Also merge, that's also fine. Look at that. Did we get this right or what? That's just incredible. I mean, wow. I was so close. I mean, the queue is basically in exactly the right position already, or just the robots need to be slightly different. And we have a couple of guys sitting out here, I think. That is pretty neat. Do we need anything else for this? Because I think we do not. This is where people are walking. Well, that's that shot done. I think that's, I'm calling that done. I think we don't need anything else. Quick save, save. Smooth, right? 10 out of 10 for a change as well. That's, I like it. So then we take that out and we go into this. And then we go to shot 8 and we have a look at that. How exciting. So shot 8 is this here, the concession stand. So let's take some of these floor tiles here. And then of course this whole thing. And potentially also the back here. Just so that we know where that is. And maybe as guides here, we'll take this and maybe that and that. Maybe this as well. That should do the trick. So we have this here. Transfer to iClone. Merge. Ding. This could be a bigger job. See how close we are here. The popcorn popper, yes. Almost. So this is, I'd say maybe this is a 5 out of 10. Yeah, you guys are way too. This is not in the right position at all. But we can fix it. We can fix it. So the 2 robots need to be here, and then all of you need to be further back here. One other thing I think we may need here is these line indicators here. We have those here as well. I might take those out as well. I totally forgot about that. Transfer merged. It wasn't supposed to be, Leo. It was not supposed to be a self-service bar. So this is why we put cordons on that. You know when you need to stay. I'll save this. Go back to my shot 9. This is where we may find a little bit of a surprise. Oh, that's all a group. That's also neat. Merged. Convert all. Oh my god, almost. I mean, okay, I would understand if you were to adjust your previous 10 out of 10 rating to 9.5 out of 10 because that is not great. But that's easily fixed because these guys need to be in this line here. Other than that, we're fine. We're fine. Okay, great. That is neat. I'm excited. Since we're already on this shot, we might as well finish this and send that over and then go to shot 8. Or is that going to confuse me in about 20 minutes? It's possible. Perhaps we should do shot 8 before we do shot 9. Quite possibly. This one's easier to fix and then send off though, so I might actually do that. I might go 9 first. Ours, we've just been to the last one we've seen at our local movie theater, which was a multiplex here on Miami Beach. It was a Regal, and it was Downton Abbey, the final, the grand finale, and it turns out literally days later they closed the movie theater. It's such a shame because it's almost been as if it's been on the cards for a while, because it's been there's not been that much going on. It's just, I find it sad when that happens. And the movie dealt with basically the British aristocracy coming to an end, and it also meant the theater came to an end. It's just super sad. It's been quite sad. Okay, you, basically all of you need to be in this line here. And that means we need to go and put you to the first frame here. We could even move you maybe a little forward, as if you're sort of, you know, next in line here. And then we go and get the robots. Did we want to have the robots sitting down really in chairs? Because we can make that happen. I feel like no, I think they should stand. Because, you know, they can sit down when they've got time off, which is not now, because we're in the busy period right now. Glitch, if you're still there, tell me, when did you start working with the Reallusion products? Just out of curiosity. I can always move the chairs back a little bit in the UE set. Oops. Turned into a shopping center. Yeah, I think we're good. That chair might need moving back in the original set. You had iClone 3? Wow! Oh, wow! My God, that's crazy. That's very neat. That goes back. Do you remember, I think, was it the first or second version of iClone? They were both available on the DAS store back in the days before Reallusion became as big as they are today. I guess that partnership must have broken up at one point. You know, this is great. I just want to have a couple of people sitting here, because we do have actor groups that make that happen. Specifically the elderly guys. Stand, waiting in line. Stand and sit. There we go. It's exactly two people. Just go drag him on here. We just go boom, baby. Oh, that's how you found it. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Yes, I remember back in the day thinking, excuse me, but I don't really get it. And then now that I'm working with iClone myself, now I get it. Two men sitting, that's nice. We like that. We just need a couple of different characters, because we've seen gentleman in the pink shirt here about 3 times already. So let's see if we can find different people, and perhaps we do away with the bench mesh as well. Yeah, you see, I think almost let's go and randomize the characters again here. And materials. I should have said materials too. We could do that, but that's not... Let's randomize one more time. We randomize one more time. Come on. Playing with all this crowd stuff makes me now want to go and have another look at this. Is perfect. We're going. Okay, you print copy. Makes me now want to go back to the exteriors and play a little bit more with the motion director and with the joystick input and bits and pieces. So yes, the true you here. Oops. You, and then we have this motion. That's perfect. And then we're going to take this mesh away. I like it. You guys need a little adjustment because that's not quite, it's not quite the height we had expected for you guys here, but that's cool. We can do that. I think I need to switch you into edit mode to make any proper adjustments here. Or do we just not do that and make these things slimmer in Unreal Engine? Let me do that. Let me go back. You go back to light mode, and we don't worry about the mesh at all. We're just gonna do that surgically in Unreal Engine. Yes, we'll do that. We'll do that. No problem. Light mode is something that means, I think, from what I understand, certain aspects of the characters are there, but they're not exposed on the timeline, and that means they're sort of compressed, zipped, if you will. And if you turn it into edit mode, then you'll see that her animation clip will appear, and it'll become adjustable. And if you turn it back into light mode, all these changes are baked in, but they're not exposed. It's lighter on resources, basically. That's what it is. 2009, wow. Do you know what? I had only just started with DAZ Studio at that point. A few years. I think I started in 2006, 2007, something like that. Maybe 2008. I don't recall, actually. I think it's 2008. Must have been before that. I don't remember. Yeah, so then in here, we'll just go and turn this, like all of these guys, we'll just go when they're in, and we're just going to adjust it like that. So I have no worries about that. But I think it'll make a nice touch. We have people sitting there, these people are walking here, and these people are waiting for stuff. Okay, now comes the big name guessing game again. If we were to go over to here, we say no lights, no cameras, but the characters. Yeah, dummies. So we've got dummy 0 and dummy 1 here. That's bizarre. Let me see what we have in Unreal Engine. How did I do that earlier? I think that was with the content browser. Here it is, perfect. So let's have a look in this massive folder and see what of these are already there and what needs to be renamed. Do we have dummy 0? I guess what happens, can we rename it here? Can we say dummy 01, and can we then call this guy dummy 02? Do they even have animations right now? I'll have to check. I don't think they do. Maybe it doesn't matter. They won't have animations. Has it also renamed them here? Yes, it has. That's perfect. So we can just go by this window here. Business M0017. We do not have that. Casual F54. I bet we have her like 5 times already. Casual. We do not have F54. We have M54. Business M15. Business M15. Also a new person. Casual M54. You exist already. We're calling you B, perhaps? I think. Kit F31. We don't have any kits, do we? We do. We have Kit F31. We already have you. Dang, okay. No worries. We'll call you Kit F31B. Car 54, where are you? Maureen Callahan. Maureen Callahan, we have Maureen Callahan. Maureen Callahan, do we have her twice? We've got her once. I see her here, Maureen Callahan. Maureen Callahan B. Party F0. Do we have a Party F0001 we have? Oh yeah, so this is Party F, maybe just 0, I'll call you 02 here. And you, I'll call you Party F03. Business M0001. No, first time visitor. Thank you for coming to, Casual F0147. Casual F01. No, first time visitor. Save. Think about it just for 1 second. I'm going to go to the bathroom before I press the big transfer button. Have we got everything? Is this all working the way we want it to work? We've got everybody standing, animating. We only need it to about here, so 221 is probably fine. Just send it! Are you sure, Brian? I'm scared. I'm just scared. Okay, fine. I'll do it. I'll do it. Bake all animations to sequencer. Let's do it. Include motion, range, bake to sequencer, only the characters, none of the other shenanigans. Transfer file. Okay. Localizing, renaming things. You're in charge. I'll be back in 1 second. Don't go anywhere. Oh, things are exporting. This is good. Things are importing. Dummy02 is importing in Unreal Engine. Oh my god, this is exciting. This is exciting. No, wait! You made a mistake. Ah! I think this was good to do it this way around because I think in shot 8 we have more work to do. So once iClone is done with things, we go back to shot 8 and finagle that while Unreal Engine takes care of this. The only thing that we probably just need to rename once Unreal Engine is done with things is the sequencers, because they're just called RL motion what's it and then a 50-digit number at the end, which of course is meaningless. I need to rename these really shot 8, shot 9, shot 7 so that we remember what that is. Good. How many characters is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 now. Okay. 12. So that's a good half hour to import. But undeterred, we will stick with it. Did I mention we filed our tax return? It's another load off our mind. And I'm off tomorrow, which is neat. That means I'm probably going to come back to this tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and work some more, chisel some more, because there's the whole auditorium to consider. That's going to be a fun exercise. Oh, have you? Okay, end of April. That's nice. That's nice. Isn't it just such a good feeling? It's just like, this boulder off my heart. And like every time, we also use TurboTax, and like every time, something happens that you have to phone somebody for because it just doesn't get it just doesn't work the way it's supposed to. This time, so one thing we remember, the thing always gets confused by the fact that we don't have a car. That it's assumed that, of course, you file taxes in America, you have a car. What do you mean you don't have a car? 0 miles, there has to be a number here. How about we remove that form? And I think that's what the representative did last year to get rid of it. And Julia was super clever. She remembered where that is. So we did that, just removed the whole car filing form thing. But now there was something else. It was a number that it was about something about assets, and I just wanted to have a look. How did the system do it? And in just looking, I guess I upset things so that it went. Yeah, no, that number should really be. That should have a number. Doesn't it have a number? Yeah, well, it's sort of not the. I don't know. I'm just confused. And no matter what we did, the system just didn't work. So in the end, we phoned somebody. She was also puzzled by it. And in the end, she suggested, the numbers are probably correct. Why don't you just delete the line and type in the numbers exactly as they are again? And we go, and the form was accepted. You go, yeah, okay, that's a new one we haven't had before. So just a TurboTax tip. If this happens to you and you get something where you think, well, the numbers look okay, the form just doesn't take it, just delete the line and re-put the numbers in and you go, hey, good stuff. You don't ride the bus, trolley, or train. Oh, interesting. We do that. Very rarely, though. We mainly ride our bikes, so. Yes, interesting, isn't it? It's just such a thing. Like, can I see your driver's license for ID? You cannot, because I do not have one. What? It's like completely just does not compute. Syntax error. Shouldn't have. It's a response we cannot process. Oh, this is going swimmingly. Okay. Back in the UK, I remember speaking to the IRS a couple of times. And one was something about taxes I had to pay on account. And I said, I just don't have the cash. Well, you should have the cash. What I'm saying is I don't. I'm just curious what happens if I don't. Well, you see, you should. Thank you, Nigel Winterbottom. It doesn't change the facts, No, I know. I understand. I remember when we were new here in the US in 2012, we had our green card in addition to our passport. So those were the two main items of identification that we had. But that's a federal ID, that's not a state ID. And we always had trouble with that. Anyone who wanted to see an ID, they could never really scan it. Systems aren't laid out for that. So we got a state ID a number of years ago, and that's now perfectly fine. That's like a driver's license. One thing I will say about the UK filing format versus the US filing format is that in the UK, when I was there and filed taxes between, I lived there I was freelance from 2000 to until we left 2012. I just used I didn't use TurboTax. I filed straight with HMRC, and that was perfectly fine. That was a really good interface. It was very logical. It was almost like TurboTax, and it was just extremely easy to just get your government ID filing whatever thing, so that you connect to their system and just type in expenses, type in your income, boom, perfect. Never had a problem with that. So I really appreciated that. That was even before they were HMRC. They were split into two things, whether they were revenue and customs and Her Majesty's something. And then it became the HMRC, Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs. Dang. Oh, they're making it harder now? Dang. Shot 9, we're done. Unreal Engine's taking care of the rest. Let's go to shot 8. Get animating. I mean, indeed, right? Those are really the two things that how much more information would you need? Whereas TurboTax is sort of, I mean, with the UK filing system, I remember you had to just put in all these things that they ask you. But with TurboTax, they say, okay, so do you drink coffee? Were you born on a Wednesday? And do you like the color pink? And then from these three pieces of information, we then extract the 57,000 tick boxes we need to actually fill into the form that gets submitted to the IRS. And bizarrely, we don't really get to see that form. I think that's the one thing I'm missing in TurboTax, that I can't say, so what does this translate into? Can I just have a look until the very end? You can't go into the form and say, I'm going to tick this box, and the rest you will file as is. I was in the cinema titles. Shot 8. All right. This is good. This is good. I feel like we're getting somewhere. I felt last time we did this, I felt like we were not getting somewhere. So okay, there seems to be a disconnect between where you should be and where you are, people. So let's get that fixed, shall we? Like you here. You should be serving customers here. And we have currently got the two lanes. Now let me see which of these lanes would we need to see. So we don't have anything here. We just want to see people here and here, basically. So ignore the first one, second and third one, ignore the fourth one. That's what we want. So ignore the first one. You stand here, and then you stand here. Yes, and we're on frame, the first frame, which is also very, very cool. Now let's go and grab all of you guys. And you sort of go here, right? I'm thinking. And maybe you guys can be... Maybe you're both just speaking to the robot guy about maybe, I don't know, a complaint or something. Yes. Man, I love this. This is just so cool, isn't it? I gotta say, this is just... If animation can be like that, and you can have fun while you're doing it, that's what you want, isn't it? These guys, I think they can probably come forward a little bit. We'll worry about why you guys are doing that in a minute. For now, we bring you forward and bring you here, because I thought I was on frame 1. I was totally not on frame 1. Like, you're good, you guys, you come forward a little bit, so that we see you better. Then this here, you go here. No. Interesting. So then we just take this away. Yeah, perfect. That's what we do. Then this here, got similar issue here. We just go put you at the very beginning of that, and second keyframe, Gonski. Budget cuts. That happened to all of you. Ah, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So you here, Milede, you go over here, and then you go, that goes away. And then also my man here, Dimitri. We were not on frame 1, where we were almost on frame 1. That old cookie. Same with my man over here. You. I'm sorry, Dave. You cannot return your coffee and get a Coke instead. Why not? Out bloody rages. Then you go over here, and now all of you guys you all go over here. And he's waiting it out with the robot to finally get the order right. Does that work? It does! It does! Poor Dave, why is poor Dave? Why poor Dave? This is what that would look like. I mean, is this cool or what? It's almost like, do we need somebody else over here? Perhaps? Just over here? I'm thinking another bot doing something further back from us doing stuff here. I'd love to have a guy in a wheelchair over here. Something like that. Oh, Dave, that Dave. Now I get it. A sheep. That's what we're gonna do, Brian. 100%. That is totally what we're gonna do. Maybe with a little piece of grass, it'll be grazing and then just looking up, looking at the left. That's the spirit. Now, did I buy those sheep for iClone? I don't think I did. I think I bought them for Unreal Engine. Where would they be in my content library? Because they've only, I think this was a sheep was not found. Let me see under all. Yeah, this was an Unreal Engine thing. I think. Mobile sheep. There they are. That is how we're going to do it. And because we're going to pan in, like this. Oh. Yeah, so the sheep could literally be here and look up as we pan by. I think that would be good. I'm just thinking we don't see the people standing here right now, so I may have to go and spawn that track twice. It's fine if the motion doesn't continue. I might just have to go and spawn that sequencer twice. I think we'll be okay because we see people here and here, so it might just not be entirely obvious. But I can just, because it's only 120 frames or so, I can just go and cue the sequence, the whole track with all the characters on. I can cue that twice, once for this shot and once for another shot. So I'll just bolt that directly onto the shots. Oh, this is exciting. Then of course onto lighting. So lighting and all that is another whole thing. The sheep's getting some snacks. I'm thinking maybe we can have a little grass patch here, and the sheep is literally just eating and then going up as it does in the Venice clip. So I'll animate that directly in Unreal Engine because I don't have that pack for iClone, even though it does exist. A sheep. That is it. Yeah, I think we only see this part here, so... It looks like everyone's having a good time. I think I'm okay with this. Ascanius here, how's it going, buddy? Well, do we need to do anything else on this? How many characters are we talking about now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 again, that's interesting. So we had dummy 1 and 2. So this is going to be dummy 3 and dummy 4. And let's see, business M17. I can just about see that here. Business M17 is fresh for us here. Casual F0054. Sounds bizarre, but I don't think she's landed yet. Business F10. I can't be too sure because not all characters have landed yet, but let me just do a little overview here. Business F10, so we have her already, so this would be, even if she comes back, will be C here, I guess, in this. I should just put C at the end of all of these, and then we know it's the third pass we've done. That would actually be very cool. C, and then we have this one, that'll be D. That is C. That is C. Oh, this one's just called character. That's interesting. Who are you then? Character. You can't be called character. You gotta have some other name. Just character, really? Grazing on the split popcorn. That's it, exactly. It's not about grass, it's popcorn. Pile of popcorn on the bottom. Sheep eats it. That's the spirit. Why don't we just call him Dave? He's called Dave. Dummy 3-4, Lamar Alexandre. C, and then we have Spring Pena. C. Isn't this also cool that you can say right from the dialogue here, what skeleton would you like them to have? UE4, UE5? That's pretty insane, isn't it? That is just, I gotta say, that's just, these people have thought things through. Dave 2001, deal. Dave 2001. Okay, save. This would be the next one that's ready to export. But that's not going to be for another good 20 minutes. Do you want to go back to Cyberpunk, or do you want to do something else? Do you know, there is something we could indeed do in iClone. Maybe not so much between Unreal Engine and iClone, because I guess Unreal Engine is importing stuff. So we could go through this thing. I've struggled through a 2-hour webinar about Accupose, and that was kind of cool to marry up Accupose poses with existing animations. That was kind of cool, and thanks for helping me out through this, Brian. But I think I've got this. I think I've got it sussed out now. It's very intricate, but it's a kind of a cool thing. And I got this guy running up to a door and then just falling down. So that was an interesting experiment there. So we could do that or Cyberpunk. I'm gonna go and leave it up to you though, because I'm gonna make a poll here. What shall we do while we wait for the UE transfer? Play Cyberpunk 2077. Play with Accupose in iClone. Or I'm also open for suggestions, so let me know what you'd like to do. I'm totally easy. I'm just super happy that this worked in principle. You see, if I had been clever, I would have probably gone and exported the next shot, this one here, and this one, so we could have done the walk. That might be something we could even prep for next time, because those are just 3 shots here. And then we can rough those things in iClone while the transfer is still going on. That might be more on topic and more related. After 1 vote, we have 1 vote for Cyberpunk. That's good. I need a couple more votes, guys. Yes, because here I'm thinking we're just going to follow one guy walking. And here as well, maybe here's a couple walking in. And here's just this one guy. Maybe I can, I'm not sure if I can get the Mixamo guy out, but I might have somebody like a rotund fella who just goes here like he was in the previous title sequence. Here, I'm not sure what I'll do. I might try to reutilize what we have already for the large crowd that we have here. I might just go and try to move all of that further into here directly in Unreal Engine, because then I would save myself the transfer. I've got 2 votes for Cyberpunk. I like it. That's cool. Then we might do this tomorrow, these 4 shots. Yeah, I like that too. I like that too. See if we can get this hoovered up today. I like it. Okay, 2 votes for Cyberpunk. Hey, that is good enough for me. Let's do that. Let's do that. We do that, and this all just switches. All the while, I can keep an eye on what's going down here. Woohoo! Bzzzt. Let's do it! Cyberpunk. Resume. I think I might have to go and start again. I'm just, you know, I'm not sure with the resuming thing. Yeah, there would have been options to choose a moment ago. But I think it might not happen on every platform, so I think it'll be PC and iOS only. I don't know. I definitely see those there, but it could also be that the system screwed it up, so quite possible. If it's a little too loud right now, don't worry about it. It's gonna be much quieter the moment I load the game, because the mix is very much off by default. And I have to make some changes, and the changes are saved with my save file. And then it'll all calm down a bit. There we go. Perfect. Much better. You want to play the game again? Well, I can tell you where I am. So I made up with Pan Am, of course. I've also done this whole thing about I helped, what's his name, Goro. I helped Goro, and we sort of abducted Hanako-sama. Hanako-sama is now I think she believes us, which is neat. And but I haven't met her yet, because that would basically end the game, bizarrely. I've done some stuff for Pan Am. And now I can do whatever I want. Meet Hanako at Embers. Oh yeah, I also did something for Johnny. I took a pill so that Johnny could take over my body for a bit, and he talked. I got a massive tattoo for some reason. I got drunk through a stripper. I got a contact to a guy who works with Adam Smasher, I think I'm getting that right. Hanako's very impatient. She will have to just remain impatient for a little while longer. and I think that's pretty much it. Now the game always wants me to go to Embers, but of course I don't want to go to Embers, because that's just totally rude. I did some gigs here. There's these two things here. These boots are made for walking. And Cold Mirage. Oh, there's an apartment I could buy here. This is good. I should have that apartment. Currently I don't have that apartment. But there's so many jobs left. I'd rather not go do the Hanako thing right now, as the game suggests. So oh, I tell you what, there's one person, this one here. I fought the law. This is something, somebody phones me out of the blue and says, hey, I think I need something taken care of, but I can't really talk about it. Starts the final mission. Perfect. This is what I had gathered, and I don't want to do that yet. And it told me that it starts a point of no return thing, so I don't want to do that. So I might go and do this. I fought the law for Elizabeth Perales. And then there's something else, which is technically a gig for the Japanese lady. But she basically wants me to murder somebody who gets out of prison on a technicality or something. And I'm not entirely sure if I'm ready for this either. And then, of course, there's the Judy thing. Judy wants me to do some stuff. I'm just, I'm not sure if I'm ready for any of this. So just keep sending it to voicemail. I'm thinking I might just go and do it. I fought the law. Meet Rogue at the afterlife. I think that's the mission for Johnny, where we have to kill Adam Smasher or something. I think I might just go and do the I fought the law thing. I think. There's also somebody who wants me to go to the No-Tell Motel, but I don't know who that is. Yeah, this is the thing for Wakako Okada. What's your opinion on that? Wakako. Should we do that? Mystery person at the No-Tell Motel. Okay, let's do that. So we'll go in Kabuki. Unknown number, anonymous client, a secret hotel meetup. The aura of mystery round this one so thick I need a machete to hack my way through it. Wonder what'll happen next and what that means for you. Ooh, okay. Okay. Let's do that. No-Tell Motel coming up. Something else that I've only realized today. When I call my car, any car, like, my Scorpion Apollo here. This one, the Shion Targa MZT. I get charged. Did you know? I say confirm, and now I get don't get charged today. That's neat. Or maybe my car was already here. I don't know. I don't know. I've observed that I get charged, and I was extremely disappointed about that because, you know, what the hell. I think it was. Absolutely. That's where Dexter Deschamps takes us after the successful completion of the mission, or rather the not so successful mission. Okay, let's do some driving while I keep an eye on Unreal Engine, which is currently importing business M0001. That's neat. I could have done a fast travel, but hey, let's have a look at beautiful Night City. I also wouldn't mind sleeping a little bit. Better not be in room 204. Do you know what? Maybe he comes back. Maybe he just wants to apologize, Leo. What do you think that could be? I would like that. Uh-huh. Sorry, totally got you killed there last time, V. Mm-hmm. He's probably proper dead. I don't think he's coming back. Dexter. Really? We're going this way? And then we're going back? What kind of ridiculous route is that? Oh, we're just going up down here. Is that correct? No, of course not. Dang. Mitch, who the hell are you? We're holding a funeral for Scorpion and others. I thought maybe you'd want to come along, say goodbye, fire a rifle in the air to honor the fallen, and so on. No, actually. It's sort of busy. Maybe wait with the funeral. Driving around is the whole point of the game. Perfect. Let's do that. Do we stay up here? I think we do, don't we? Do we? Yes. All right. I think I got it. And now we go over here to Westbrook. Gotcha. Yeah, playing this game with the cartoon animator 2D puppet InVision, that would be cool. I think I can see that becoming my new obsession eventually. Only if I've got some good 2D animations going. Or maybe even do it with a 3D character, that would also be cool. Do it with iClone. But it's something I haven't quite worked out how to do that. With cartoon animator you can do just the iPhone capture and it works brilliantly. And with doing that with iClone, I haven't tried that out. I thought I tried it out with the Rococo gloves. So gloves plus the phone, and that didn't work so well. So let's see. I've accidentally spent too much money. I had to do some gigs to make some cash. I thought I had, whoops, oh wow. I thought I had so much cash that I didn't look at what apartments cost. I bought some in, I think, Corpo Towers now. And this car here, that set me back a pretty penny. And I did some upgrades to my body. And all that just rang up vast amounts of bills, and they've left me with like 6 grand or so. And I thought, ha, that is, dang. Saul, who are you again? Wide open road, dirt, sand mountains, it ain't much, but still one of the most beautiful things I've seen in my life, thank you. If you ever need anything, you know where to find us. Don't forget where you come from. Saul, that's the guy I helped with Pan Am, right? I think that's the guy I've just helped, I think. Okay, we're nearly there, And we haven't crashed, nor set off any people who want to randomly kill us. I think that's good. I'm not going to go too fast here. I'm totally going to let people in front of me. I think he's just a clan elder, so to say. Not so much elder, but I think he's just with the clan. He's the guy who's sort of in charge. I don't think they had anything with one another. I didn't get that impression. It's fun that we can converse about these things. We go up here. Up here? Up here? Really? Is that made for cars? It looks like it's for pedestrians. I can see some pattern repetition in the texture here. There was this mission, I think it was Saul that we had to rescue, and if you do the mission stealthily, here, what happened now? Why am I? What's going on here? I'm totally just driving along, and people are shooting at me. Why does that happen? I think these are Arasaka henchmen, aren't they? I totally don't appreciate them chasing me here. Security. Yeah, you call security. I'm just turning into here. I think the last time I sort of iced them. Sorry, I tried hard not to kill you, and I double did it. I'm really sorry. I totally didn't mean to do that.
Reported in
Oh
Watson.
no, now I've got the cops after me.
Probably some cyber psycho again, but I'll handle it. Say, any update on my overtime bonus? Dispatch? You killed him!
Well, I'm just gonna sneak up into here. The no-tell motel. This is why Jay does not drive in the US. Perf, it's correct. Okay. Whoops. Oh, I didn't mean to. Oh, it's just a recon grenade. Good stuff. I thought I had swapped that out for an actual proper grenade. I thought. Let me go do that just so that we're all clear. This I have on many occasions turned that into a frag grenade. What was it, a frag grenade? No, this one here. That's it. That's it. Perfect. I've got 428 grenades. I didn't know I could do that. And now I'm sort of glad it did not kill people. Hey there. Is it on the... Hello? I'm looking for somebody. Could it be you? No. Okay, fine. Let's not speak then. The no-tell motel. No vacancy. Pay here. That's not my room. Hey, how you doing? I like the eyes.
Hey, what's up?
It's so natural to drive in New York City. I should try that. Meet with the mysterious client at the no-tell motel. Ooh. 210. That's not where we met Dexter Deschamps, was it? Okay, this can only end one way.
Started to think you wouldn't show.
Shouldn't have, to be honest.
Shouldn't have, indeed.
Why not?
Normally only work with fixers. Clients that avoid them tend to be bad news.
The smoke.
I just care about my privacy.
Fuck me. It's you.
You say that as
It's
if
me. Lizzie Wizzy.
if I should recognize her. Lizzie Wizzy? Who's
Sit,
that?
please. Let's talk.
Where have we met her before then? She's all totally silver and stuff. I do like that. And she's got wafty hair. This is all good. Totally gonna sit here.
So what's this about?
Pop star.
I think you can guess. I'm in trouble.
Uh-huh. And what kind?
Good question. Been a rough year.
Oh, really?
Creative block.
My God.
Can't even say the last time I made anything worth listening to. And to make things worse, I fell in love.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, yeah. Or is that not a problem? I can't tell. She's out of chrome polish. Yikes.
I'm so sorry.
And why is that?
Sooner or later, love will only let you down.
Guess it'll be sooner.
So cheery.
So, we're talking a man, woman?
Does it make a
Oh,
difference?
shit, these hands. Sometimes seems like I just brush something and sparks fly. Anyway.
It's the
a
cigarette,
man.
sweetie.
His name's Liam.
Liam.
Northam. Been together a few months, but I think he's cheating on me.
Maybe he's just not into, like, you know, shiny silver as much.
Okay. Why the suspicion?
It's so cliched, it's embarrassing. Whispered phone calls in the bathroom, strange receipts, secret meetings in the middle of the night.
Any specific event come to mind?
My mind, that's a touchy subject.
Why?
Don't know each other well enough for that, V.
I'm just looking at the Unreal Engine import, and it looks like it's importing some props that we had exported. So that, of course, shouldn't really happen. But since they're props, they're fairly fast. I'm thinking. I wonder if it's actually done soon. Oh my god! Sorry, Lizzie. I'm totally paying attention. I'm just paying attention to something else as well. He could be Mafia. That's true. This is interesting. Sorry, Lizzie. Hold that thought for just 1 second. We're just going to go back to Unreal Engine and iClone just for 1 second until we kick off the next import, because I think this has done it. Has it done it? Has it? No, saving. Almost. Come on. We also, while I'm just thinking about this, we need to replace these posters here with stuff that I've made or something we've played, something like that. 76%. I thought we were sort of done here. It looked like it was done. Right, interesting. I'm pretty sure I disabled that on our previous send over, but maybe I was wrong. That's possible. Yeah, this is it here, the SMIC merged SM Floor 490 skeleton. But it's easy because it'll be in the same place. It'll be very obvious. We just delete it from the level, so it's not a biggie. I was just, I was just surprised to see that. I was thinking, I mean, if it's sort of around the corner, will we send off the next one before we do some assembly here? Maybe it wasn't quite done. Maybe it wasn't quite done. It's fine. We'll go back to Lizzie. I'm glad I can, switch over here. That's quite nice. Did you confront him? What's what I was meaning to ask you.
You talk to him at all? Tell him to his face?
You're adorable. Imagine this. We're never alone. Not really. Always surrounded by assistants, PR reps, makeup artists. I stop smiling at him for 1 millisecond, it'll be all over every scream sheet in this town.
Understood.
No, you don't understand.
I
Not
don't,
until
right?
you've lived it.
I
Millions
totally
of
don't
eyes
understand.
trained on you constantly. It can be beautiful and terrifying.
So who's this guy again?
Liam Northam. Nope, don't know him. Tell me
Nope,
about
same here.
40-ish, sensitive, guy who never wanted for anything. You
Is
know
he
the
silver?
type.
I heard they exist. How'd you meet?
He's my manager.
Oh my god, it gets worse.
I know how it sounds. I never meant to. He's not even my type, but
But
your body can be chrome, but the heart never changes. It wants what it wants.
isn't the heart chrome then? He's bronzed! But he never goes out in the sun. Ay, caramba! Where do I come in?
So what's my role here? What do you want?
Proof. And then I'll end things. For good. Liam goes to Riot all the time. Think he meets someone there. I want to know.
Oh, yeah.
You'll find out for me?
I'd love to talk cred first, but I'm just not cool enough or something. Yeah, no, you can totally count on me. We can totally do that.
Perfect. Remember, I want specifics. Details.
Specifics. Gotcha.
Recordings or pics if you can.
Sure. Keep it in mind.
Okay.
Good. Now go.
We did not indeed discuss credits, which I guess we should have done. So many cigarettes. But I have good news. While we just hang out with Lizzie here for another second here, I'm gonna go and switch back to Unreal Engine because I think it's finished now. So this is good. We can just go and kick off the second thing. Found name clash. Note SMC blah was renamed to SMC blah because we didn't even want that in the first place. So also I've noticed cam 90 shouldn't have come in at all. So it's some Z fighting here. We don't really need or want that. Cam 90. Let's go and remove that from there. That's it. And let's have a look at the these are all the characters here. These things we don't need at all. So we're just going to go and take those out. And then we have all our floor meshes here, but they are fine. The one thing I don't understand is that we have always, it sent the lights over as well. That's bad. We didn't want that either. So maybe I've just not disabled that somehow. That got rid of that error message. And these are these cubes here. We don't want those either. And then we have these boxes here. I think we don't want those either. Where are they then? What? Where are they? What boxes are we talking about? Oh, do you know these are the boxes for the actors? Yeah, they shouldn't have come across either. Let's go get rid of those too. And then we have all of these guys here. Where are you then? You're here. So these guys, they should probably be spawnables as well. Oh, they're just all on the same position. So I think that is also a little bit weird. They're all characters on top of one another now. Yeah, I think when we bring in the sequences, they should be spawned in. So I don't think we need to worry about that. I'll just put these into their own folder. Here's a lot. This one was crowd from, that was shot 9, wasn't it? I think. Iron Lungs and Lizzie. Yes, absolutely. Yes, I agree. The crowd shot 9. Let's leave that here, and then the rest. I think this can be deleted because that sequencer, which is in here, RL level sequence. We've renamed one of those for the crowds. That's probably the last one we've seen. Can I not open that from here? Let's drag it in. Level sequence. Open level sequence. Yeah, there we go. They spawn that, so they get spawned in. That's also not as expected here. I suppose, yeah, the boxes are getting spawned into. No worries. We totally don't need that. And that's our camera, which is interesting. So that also just got spawned back. I mean, We don't need it because we have the original one, but I'll leave it here as a reference, I suppose. And then there's a couple of cubes here. Yeah, those we don't need either. And then there's the dummy, there's the kid, there's Maureen Callahan B, party person, and yeah, that gets spawned too, so we don't need that either. I must have totally clicked something that I shouldn't have clicked. So those things go. Spawning means they get created by the sequencer. And I have a feeling all of these guys here, we have in the scene twice now. Once here and once here. Business 1, 15, and 17. Who was 1, 15, and 17? Yeah, those are all those guys. So I think we can get rid of them. We'll leave them in the sequencer because that takes care of that. Oops. But they all animate, I think, which is pretty neat. Yes. For 200 odd frames. And Motion Dummy gets his own. Yeah, even these guys here, very nice. Oh, let's go and do the adjustment of that while we're here. So I'll go and put all of these guys, except for these guys. Basically, these are the guys we put into folder and say sitting. Everyone else is at the box office. Box office. And then we have the camera. Okay. And with the sitting guys, I want to make sure we put those meshes onto this sequencer as well. Put them all into a folder. And I'll call that one bench. And I want to even set a color here so that we know that's the bench. And with all of these, there they have a transform track. Perfect. Oops. There you go. And you guys are sitting on a comfy bench now. Ha ha ha. Was that good or what? So let's save the sequencer. So the moment we close the sequencer, the bench has its original height again. And this also means we can get rid of all the other characters that had been spawned into here. So all of these, Gonski. Perfect. And this here then, I can rename into, I might just leave it as RL sequence and call it shot 8. Okay, this was crowd scenes. We'll work the other stuff out in a moment. Save everything, go back to iClone, send the next batch in, and then go back to Cyberpunk. Wait another half hour. This is the workflow. This is the workflow. So this is what we're doing here, that and that. So making sure all the lights are deselected. It could be that I just have to do it and then do it again so that it definitely takes it. It's a possibility. We've renamed everything C already. I'll go and save it one more time. And I'll go send it all over. It is correct, isn't it? All these characters, and this is shot 8. Hang on a minute, did I name this correctly? This was shot 9, wasn't it? Ha! No one's paying attention here. This was for shot 9, because this upcoming thing is for shot 8, and one of these is going to be for shot 7. We'll check that another day. Come on. It's going. It's all going again. Okay. Back to chasing Lizzie's cheating manager, boyfriend, husband guy. Bye, Lizzie, I'm going now. Iron Lungs Lizzie. Go to Riot in the evening and ask for Liam. Okay. Will do. Also, maybe I'll drink this and take the 53 euro dollars I just find randomly on the floor here. Why wouldn't I? I got some time to kill, both in the game and out of the game. This is pretty neat. I like it. It's the only way to work. Hello. How you doing? Yes. So Leo, tell me, how many times have you played this game? Did you get all the endings? This is perhaps not the exit I should have chosen. I'm hoping Arasaka doesn't come and kill me again. Oh, there's my car. Look at that. Perfect. That is my car, isn't it? I think so. But since I have that appointment in the evening, where's my nearest apartment here? Well, there's one right here. I'm not sure if that is my my apartment though. Do I own that? Is that really my apartment? I mean, it could be. Okay, I might just go there and see if it is my apartment. Oh, you played all the endings, okay. Oh, I see. Aside from the starting location, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Aside from the starting location, what's the difference playing as a nomad, corpo, or the third guy? Forgot what it was. Oops, I might be on the wrong side of the road. Well, that's easily fixed. No, I'm still on the wrong side of the road. Dang! Okay, let's try this. I think that might work. Oh, dialogue options, okay. Yes, sometimes I'm very proud to see my nomad options appear in the dialogue. Sorry, coming through. Ah, man, my poor car. I eat nuts every now and again, and we need to go this way, don't we? Sorry.
All units in the area, we have an urgent situation in Westbrook.
Roger, dispatch. Don't they got corp security there?
Oops.
Ah, fine. On our way.
Fine. So this may or may not be my apartment.
All units in the area, order has been restored. All units instructed
good.
to return to patrol.
And that's me thinking he's just seen me. But no. It's all good. You're right, V. It's good to be oh, look at that. She sent me a picture. Aw, that is nice. It's good being back with your people. In NC, I felt like the loneliest person in the world. I'd rather be in the company of that stubborn ass. You know who I'm talking about. Anyway, I think he's loosened up a bit. He's starting to realize he doesn't have to be the only voice around the campfire. Aw, and then they have a campfire picture. Isn't that cute? I'll send her that. She'll appreciate it. We're best buddies now. First we're on non-speaking terms, all of a sudden we're best buddies. It's crazy. Still hasn't really hit me yet. I'm still giving myself a trial period. You can't expect everything right from the start, but I feel like things are taking a turn for the better. Not like you don't know where to find us. You helped us in our time of need. You'll always be welcome here. This could be my new clan. Anyway, I have to go before they get drunk off their asses or start another race. Take care. Thanks, Panam. About the job, yes. I'm counting on your discretion. You wanted a professional, you got a professional. Just trust me, no promises. Yeah, I'm just gonna sell myself as professional here. Also, I'm driving. When you have something, just let me know. Yes, sir. You'll be the first to know. So, oh, this is my old apartment.
I dreamed a dream of an endless sea, Arasaka at the helm. Today my dreams are nothing but mist, and I'm nothing but down.
You ever gonna stop singing?
Oh, that was the best performance of Corporate Wars I've ever seen.
Corporal Wars, I love it.
So, we gonna talk
Entrance, I like it. I thought I could show you my new apartment that I've just bought, but I guess I didn't find it, so it's possible. I don't know, Leo. It's possible. I think so, Nancy. I think it's something he doesn't have a relationship. I think the Lizzie Wizzy gig, I think he doesn't have a relationship, and there is something about it that that'll be maybe harmless is the wrong word, but there's an explanation, I'm sure. Are we here yet? Yes. Unreal Engine is importing Casual F0054C.
I spy a happy new gun owner, I hope.
I have so many guns, I'd like to get rid of some, basically. I just don't know which ones. I don't know. Maybe I'll just buy ammo instead. Let me just get as much ammo as I can muster here. Ammo is always good to have here. Maxed out. That's you know, let's buy that and maybe some of that. Okay, good. We will soon find out. It's like at this kabuki mission here, I just don't do that. You got a knife to sell? Something? What you gonna? I'm not buying. I'm not buying. Come on, man! Pumped, buddy, pumped! Arr. Give me 50.
Neither do you.
Come on, buddy, you can do it. You can do it, come on. Yeah. Come on, 429! Yes, 432. Give us more, buddy. Okay, fine.
Hey, no pushing. There's enough for everyone. All brand new.
I think I live upstairs. Yes, here it is. Hello. Are you my neighbors? Maybe not. That's definitely where I live. Johnny!
Oh, finally.
Finally what? Well, I'm gonna hit the hay here because I think we've got a different mission here. We wanted to do this one here, didn't we? No. We wanted to do Lizzie Wizzy. Sorry, Lizzie Wizzy. Where was that again? I was totally on the right one. Dang, I loused it up. I'm not sure, Leo, if that was mocap. It's possible. I mean, we know we can do these things in iClone. There's definitely mocap involved, but there's a lot of cleanup on that too. This one here. Go to the right in the evening. That's it. Phew. Evening. It's 11 a.m. So we'll go and sleep some. But yeah, tons of custom mocap, I'd imagine. Probably with a... Not with a Rococo system. They usually use accents. That's a whole room, and the room is, there's tons of lasers that point from several directions. So in that field, everything's 100% accurate, and you wear a suit with reflective pieces, and wherever the laser gets reflected from, it knows, or where it gets cut short, it knows where you are. I think that's how it works. So it's not like Rococo works very differently. Your sensors tell the recording device how far they've traveled. So it's a very different system. How's my wardrobe? Maybe I get to change for this gig, you know. This is what I'm wearing right now. This is what I'm thinking of wearing. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Equip this. Yes, golden. And it's almost as if we can walk there, can't we? 50 meters, let's do it. We're just spying on the guy.
Know what the worst thing is about this place?
Oh, I have the same hairstyle, but in pink.
Smell. True. Sweet it is not. Show real shit in piss and it still smells better than that. Don't waste my precious time.
So the, like in this case here, the lower body, that's all mocap, and then the when he looks at you, that's a look at modifier. So that I think that happens at runtime, because otherwise he wouldn't be able to look at the camera. That is also possible to do in iClone with real-time mocap, and I can't wait to try that out. And that way you can have the iClone character constantly look at the camera as you're VTubing, for example. It's a very cool idea, that. Panam, what now?
Need to talk?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, no longer moment. Can you come by the camp? I have a
I
problem.
thought we were done with this.
Got a problem and you're calling me?
Yes.
Thought you rejoined the family.
Well, yes, I did, but I suppose that means you're not willing to come. Am I right?
I'm just saying, you know, I can't right now, but maybe
Can't now.
later.
Of course. Please be sure to let me know when you're freer.
Because I thought we were done with Panam. I guess we're not. Send her to voicemail, Leo. That is also very cool. 300 meters, we can walk that. Creepy kid. I like your face mask. Very nice, buddy. Very good. Totally. Panam is never done with you. I think Panam, to be brutally honest, I think Panam is a bit of a user. I mean, she's nice and all, I think, but I also think this whole, hey, you know, swing by when you're free, we're totally gonna get back on track with things. I have the same hairstyle. Señor Caliente. Okay, Okay, we're nearly there, we're nearly there. Oh, one thing I was particularly impressed by, there was a crowd scene when the Japanese float happened. There were literally hundreds of people and they were all animated and the system did not slow down at all. There must have been close to 1,000 simulated people, all in high resolution. That was very impressive. The system did not stutter or anything. It's very, very impressive. Okay. This is the riot. Ask about Liam. I suppose these guys here. Hey guys. Hey, you know about Liam?
What's going on?
I'm trying to find Liam or somebody. I guess not. Maybe do I have to speak to the bouncer? Speak to these people? Hey, do you know Liam? Do you know Liam? No, right? Yeah, thanks, buddy. Hey, how's it going?
You look okay. Go in.
Good.
No messing around.
Other people were in line before me, but I appreciate it. Suckers! Hey, you and your twin over there. I know how easy it can happen. Do you know Liam? Do you know Liam? You look terrible. Do you know Liam? Anybody know Liam? No Liam. You know Liam? You don't. I'm not sure. Liam? Anybody? Liam? 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 Very good mocap. Hey, we're building a very similar scene. It's just in a cinema and stuff. Yeah, I could dance. Let's do it. He hated you? Really? I wonder why. It could be my outfit. The Dashi parade, that was it, yes. I've heard people react to my outfits that I just pass us by on the road and they seem to think whatever I'm wearing is extremely cool. Dress up, yes. This makes for a great holding loop, I gotta remember that. Just go in this club, in the Riots Club, and just go dance. This for 10 minutes, that'd be good. Music and everything. Okay, stop dancing now. I don't think I can. Let's see if we can find somebody upstairs who can answer our burning questions about Mr. Liam. So there's this guy.
You look okay. Go in. No messing around.
He was not the guy with the speech bubble. Must have been somebody upstairs. Yeah, people and effects. The whole world is quite remarkable, I have to say. Not a dull moment, just walking around and you just have just tons of fun to explore. Also good for inspiration.
Hey, Linda, champagne to the VIP room, stat.
Okay, just let me give 3 their check.
Looking for Liam. Liam Northam.
Ah, that one. Fuck.
Yes, him.
Can't stand that gunk.
Bad tipper?
Uh-huh. Plus, he's a jackass. Output's even worse.
Output, huh?
Output? What does that mean?
Interesting. Anyway, where's he at?
You know I can't tell you that.
5,000.
It's important.
Sure it is. You don't look like someone gets caught up in bullshit, but I can't. Seriously, sorry.
I gotta pay him 5,700?
I'll pay. Make up for
That's
all
a
those
lot of
bad
cash.
tips.
And what does main squeeze
In the
mean?
VIP room with some new output. Ordered champagne, so it's a party. But, you didn't hear it from me, yeah?
Sure.
Okay. Do you know, believe it or not, it's already transferred? Really? That is pretty awesome. We were only in here for 10 minutes. It looks like it's already done it. Ooh. I'm just gonna go and save it. And then we can have a look at it.
Nice tunes. Good work, music.
That was quick, wasn't it?
Wouldn't know. I've filtered out music and other ambience since I started here. Be deaf already if I hadn't.
So it makes me wonder, did it actually work properly? Perhaps it hasn't. I have a feeling it may have, it should have taken longer, but no, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's done it. That was so fast, man. And this is that sequence, wasn't it? Was it? 2012, yes. Look at that. I think that's it. Let's open it. Let's have a look. That would have been this. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. That was the wrong. That was the wrong one. RL sequences. It would have been this one here. 2030. Yeah, 7 minutes ago. That's it. Okay. Let's go bring that into here. Put that up here. But like you say, that was incredibly fast. I have to say, that was. And that is happening over here. Yes! Look at them all go! And that's that segment. The robots don't move, but that's cool. Everyone else even has a drink and everything. That's just very, very cool, I have to say. Okay, so I'll put all these guys into a folder. Yeah, so I don't know why this happened so fast. And everything's in 60 frames per second. Yes, indeed. So except for the dummies, so these guys are the dummies. No need for name calling. Dummies. And these ones are all the crowd. Some have actual names, like Lamar Alexandre, Spring Pena. But the other guys are just called, you know, business and casual. What are we going to call this? This is the concessions crowd. Concessions crowd. Cool. Better save that. Super easy, yes. It's you can do it two ways. You can either this is basically just an interpolation that shows you how you work. Like on our project, we work in 23.976, and if you bring in an animation in a different frame rate, it'll just auto calculate that. So this is mainly for putting a frame rate on it so that it makes it easier for you to animate. If you think in 24 frames, you can just go choose 24, and then it'll go and obviously change the duration of your output, but it'll immediately convert it, and it just does it on the fly basically. Whereas when you put it into 30 or 60, it'll just go and do that automatically. Another option, if you have this set to something like say 24, but you want to render in 60 frames, you can do that as well. You can, on the movie render queue on the output, you can say, please render it at this frame rate, and then anything that you've set in 24 frames or in 30 frames will just get rendered out in more frames. So the interpolation then happens on that. So it's very well done. So that they have, it's an incredible feature in Unreal Engine. It will also show you if you had something like a subsequence here that is in a different frame rate, it'll just throw that up that they don't match, but it'll still handle it under the hood. So if you had something like a 24 frame subsequence added to this 60 frame sequence, it will just show a little exclamation mark that says those are not the same, but when it renders it, it's fine. So that is very impressive, I have to say. So this here, that was that sequence. Let's go Control B, and I'll just call this shot 8 so that I remember. Shot 8. We've got, well, we don't have shot 8. There was something that was called shot 8 earlier, and it still remembers that, so I can't call it shot 8. I'll call it shot 8B. That'll make it easier. And so then there's one more, which was then the guys in the beginning. I think that would have been this one. Yes, that's them. That's all of these guys. So that was our very first transfer. And again, everyone happy? Maureen Callahan. Yeah, that's very good. That's very good. I'll go and put these guys in a folder as well. Entrance, crowd, okay, and we don't really need the camera cuts tracks for these. I wonder why it hasn't renamed them in here. This was shot 7 then. Okay, and then we have these two crowd shots here. So let's go and come out of this and try to attach. I might just go and take these out of the level here. And I also know that these guys are spawned, so they don't need to be here either. It keeps the level light. If I go and bring out my this sequence here, that's the main interior one now with the shots. Oh, I need to go and get the crowds correct. Some we don't see, like all these guys in the background. I'm gonna go into this, all these shots here now, and add 7, 8, and 9 to those as subsequences. So that's a camera, that's this. I'll add a subsequence track. Let's put that down here, or camera above it, more like. And in here, we'll go and use shot 7. Here it is. And that's now that with together with our camera. Ha ha ha. And that's then this. And then we go to 8 and do the same thing. I didn't know we had 2 cameras, but I'll put those into their own folder here. I think 8A was just a test. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do there. Cameras. And then we add a subsequence track. Ideally put that underneath here. Dude, I said... Yes, perfect. And then we'll put shot 08B. And here's everyone. And we're probably out before that ends. Are we? We looks like we are. Into shot 9. Subsequence track. Shot 9. This is pretty neat. I think these we can go and put that over here. Shift that. And now that integrates well with that crowd. Standing here at the ticket box. Ah, this is beautiful. People are sitting here and stuff. And now I can see we need better lighting here. But there's crowds and crowds of people. That is just so cool. The only thing I might want to change, it is, isn't it? The only thing I might do here in shot 7 is we don't see them queuing up here. We do see that in the next shot, but we don't see them in this shot. So what I might do is in the 7th shot here, in the subsequence, I'll just go and add another one. So I'll go and add shot 8B here as well. And that means they get spawned in exactly those places here. And now, just in case we don't see that, we don't get this we don't have the continuity problem. So I do see one guy who gets double spawned here, and that's just because, oops, that's just because this was sort of my my mistake here, because I queued the crowd shot twice. I think I'll have to investigate where that happens. I think it's in the master sequence. I think I might not do that. Like here, this is where I'm doing that. This and that. And this is only this at the... I think. If I mute that, does that go away? Yes, perfect. So this here, that's the one that we don't want to see in this shot. So I'll go and say Control / to cut that and just remove the beginning. And then we don't have that ugly problem here anymore. But my man here, he doesn't really walk. I don't know why he doesn't walk. Which sequence are you on then? Maybe we should do it the other way around. Go and undo that. Let's bring that back. Maybe if I mute, deactivate this, and just let you guys do this. Does that work? Yeah, this is actually even better. Let's do that. Perfect. So this we'll go and delete. And then it is, isn't it? I think it's also what I appreciate is that it's such a learning opportunity. So light will go and make it much dimmer, much darker, so that all the low poly bits and pieces we don't really see that much. Then we have these guys. Then we have crowds popping in here. There's something I saw Let me cue the second track here. Nope, that was nothing. It's fine. Yeah, so here we need a few more people, I think. But I think I'll do that as part of this scene so that we have a few people going over here. I might even be able to reutilize this exact sequence and just push it back a little bit. These guys are going here. And then of course we have a sheep by somewhere here. Sheep would be good here. Sheep could be next to all of these guys here. And then we're into this next time. This is great. I think, yeah, let's do that for Monday. Let's go and, which is tomorrow, duh. We'll flesh out this bit, but we'll do that entirely in Unreal Engine from these crowd tracks that we've already got, and just reposition some people, make a duplicate and just move people around so that they're apparently moving further back there. And then we'll get on, and I think we can probably do that tomorrow as well. We can do shots 10, 11, 12, and 13, because these in here, they're fairly isolated. Here's a little bit of crowd work. Let's just see 2 people walking towards it here. So that'll be a fast transfer. This is just one person that we see here. I don't think we'll do anything else here, so that's just one transfer. This is going to be a bit more busy because we'll have several people sitting down. This guy will keep walking here. Maybe there's people moving over here, so that's going to be a slightly busy scene. And here it's just the same people sitting down. So I think 12 and 13, that's just people sitting in seats waiting for the show to begin. This is quite funky, isn't it? Oh, it's finally drizzling. Nice one, Nancy. Nice one. Hey, this is good. Let me go close the 3D things down and go back to Cyberpunk and just finish off that mission, because I'm sort of excited to do that. This was good. This was a good productive session, like you say, Leo. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Woohoo! This was great. Thank you, iClone. Thank you, Reallusion. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Premiere. Thank you, Adobe. It's been amazing. This is great. We're going back into the Cyberpunk, because we need to find more people who know about Liam and whatnot. Oop, VIP room, okay. Let's do that. Find proof of Liam's betrayal. Okay, access granted. Gotta be super careful here. Because maybe Liam is not betraying anybody after all. Oh, there's funky components here. Not gonna leave those. Punk that, Cyber, baby! Tier 5 components. Focus fire. That's good, isn't it? I always wanted one of those. Gotta be on your best behavior here. Oh, is that a... That's not an album I can pick up. Yes, true marvel of real-time rendering, this game. Mission design, clearly a D- still. Sometimes. But world building and animations and shader pipeline and all that, I mean, whew, pretty cool. Is V the cyber or the punk? Or is it Liam? Fair question, Leo. Who are we punking anyway? And what's so cyber about all this? It says I'm supposed to go in here, but I sort of can't. Or maybe it's downstairs. Is it downstairs? No. This is... It's like so totally wrong, man. We totally gotta go here. And then it sort of says it's here, but now it says it's downstairs. So call elevator. Elevator is disabled. Ah, oh, there we go. Sorry, first time at the Riot Club. It's true, isn't it? Oh, it's the elevator with 2 doors.
Right,
okay.
Let's see what's here.
Let's. First of all, what's this? Employee badge. Obviously, I need that. I'm now officially employed here. And what we got here? We got local network, surveillance. We could potentially switch that off. Or we could remotely take it over and have a look ourselves.
Champagne? Nice surprise.
Consider it a token of my gratitude.
Is
I know
this
you
him?
don't often agree to use the relic, but well, you don't usually make an engram of a living person either.
Hang
Come
on a
on.
minute.
Arasaka's taken a keen interest in Lizzie's career. Be a shame if it ended prematurely. A backup copy seems to be the most sensible solution.
About that, once you made the backup, can you tweak it to remove undesirable traits? Because Lizzie, ever since her conversion, she hasn't been herself.
Conversion?
I'm afraid that's impossible. Engrams saved in the Secure Your Soul program cannot be edited. But how significant would these edits be?
Significant. Sometimes I don't even recognize her. Other times, never mind. Let's have a drink. To our partnership.
Wait.
What I just heard, right? Relic.
What?
They want to do her like they did me.
Not exactly. They wiped you. Here, they just want to make a backup.
A backup? V,
Well,
we're talking about a person, not your
as
VK
they-
snaps. Guy didn't even ask. He's just going behind her back.
It's true.
He's got no right to do it. Nobody has that right.
Especially without her knowing. Ah, shit. How do I even tell her?
Don't
Well,
have to.
straight
Camera
up.
There. Where
Good
there's
point.
A cam, there's footage.
There's footage. I'm wondering if Lizzie is actually already the backup. I mean, is she maybe already the engram? Because he says ever since her conversion. What conversion was he referring to? I'm thinking it could literally be that, it could be that. Steal the data, mate. There might be other stuff on here. I haven't even looked. Because there's more cameras, aren't there? Is it all the VIP room? Yeah, it looks like it's all the VIP room. Ooh, dancing, alright. It's true. And to be brutally honest, with all the things that are going on with our digital footprints and how they've been harvested for the last 30 years, it's already going in that direction, isn't it? It's just most of us prefer just not to think about it, I think. Files? What files? Ride VIP room, yes. Is that a file? Still no file. Ride VIP elevator, no file. Totally nothing in here. Well, I mean, I've got the footage. Oh, hello. Eurodollars, 500. Yeah, don't mind if I do. I need some cash. Look, I've only got 24,000. That's not a lot. See if we can call Lizzie directly from here. Should we call her? Yeah, proper call her.
Hello? V? What's up?
It's Trulio. Got some intel on Liam.
Got some intel on Liam.
And? Is it what I thought?
No, much worse.
No, worse, Lizzie. Much, much worse.
What do you mean?
Listen, don't know the deeds. But Liam, he wants your engram. Wants to copy you.
What? But
And
why?
make edits too. He doesn't just
He
want
said
a
he's
copy of you.
For you. And of you.
No, I don't believe it. You hear me?
I didn't hear
Not a
afraid.
single word. You're lying.
Yes, I thought you were going to say that.
Got the data to prove it. Here, listen for yourself.
No.
Uh,
No.
I know.
Fuck.
That must have been a shock. That must have been a shock. I want to go show you my fancy apartment. I just don't remember where it is. I think it could be this one. If only I knew. It might not be. It's not this one either. It could be this one then. She didn't pay. I think she's in shock. I think she's just in shock. Hey, this could be my apartment. Let's go here. Not so much to the gig. Well, we can go towards the gig and then I'll go and, you know, do the apartment thing. Also, I've got an employee badge now. I think I can come back at any time. She totally didn't pay me, no. Oh, I could go to the lounge? Oh my, no, I didn't mean to do that. How am I gonna get out? Sorry, wrong elevator. I'm not an employee after all. She wasn't planning on, you don't think? Oh, Nancy, you think she's a wrong'un? She's totally like her. I think she was just in shock. I think I'm gonna get payment. I think we're gonna hear from Lithy Withy again. I'm pretty sure. Avoid getting into combat. Find the subnet's main computer. Really? Oh, no, no, no. That's not. That's the gig. I don't really want to do that. Can I borrow this car? See, this is it. They're charging me 50 just so that my car comes nearby. It's bizarre, isn't it? Where is my car? There's my car. I totally got in the club without him even raising an eyebrow. How did you get in the club if he didn't let you in, Leo? If he doesn't like you? Oh, see, there we go. Now we got a text message. You received a transfer from unknown. Unbelievable. What an asshole. Sending your fee. Don't mention it. Hope it works out between you. Let's do it. 2,800? I think I'm totally worth more than that. I think. But that's just me. I just want to go to my apartment. Which I think might be this. And we're going up on the high/freeway. I could have walked that, you know. I have a feeling we're going to hear back from her. This is actually what's interesting about the engram thing is that they're doing this with other people than Johnny and probably have been doing for many more years. So that's just something the story hadn't made that clear yet, so it's I find that interesting. Sorry, car. I'm still not sure if this is my apartment or not. Yeah, I think it is. Empathy? I don't know, is it? Well, okay, we'll park it here. And we'll walk the rest. If that's my apartment, how am I going to get in? I don't think this is my swanky apartment. Is it? No, it could be. Could be the back entrance to my swanky apartment. And it's not an entrance at all. This is the entrance? Yes, it's Swankorama Plaza. How you doing? Bot on reception. This is how our bots should look like. We just give them a golden polished metal material, and that's what they're going to look like. I can see it now. Golden polished robots that take care of the customers at reception. When you finish, try and destroy the car on the street. Yes. The good news is, Nancy, next time I call it, it'll be in tip-top shape again. I don't even know where it gets parked. This is my new apartment. I'm not sure this is the apartment yet. This is just all like the fluffer area and stuff. Isn't that amazing? I just bought that with, I think, all my fortune. This here is the Corpo Plaza apartment. This is my new apartment. And I totally love it. This is finally the lifestyle I've been dreaming of for so many years. There's snacks and I can sit at the bar and I've got the view, man, the view. You see, the view on a street and of other tall buildings that are also expensive. Really? Robot hotel staff. Dang. Tea set. I'm totally gonna have some tea. Look at that. Hanako-sama would be very proud of me. I have served her tea, but I have also drunk her later. She did not appreciate it. This is nice, isn't it? And I've got brew coffee, the infuso. Ah, look at that. I don't think I've seen that. This is amazing. Ah. Oh, I'm wired for 1 hour. This is great. I'm gonna always come here now. If only I were to remember where this actually is. And then I can sleep on a foot on a bed on the floor. This is great. I think I'm gonna call it a day here, both 3D and gaming wise, but I'll be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's gonna be fantastic. I think we've been very productive today. And we shall continue like that tomorrow and finish off the rest of the scene. And then we can do lighting pass and then we can do final details. Thank you so much for being here and spending your Sunday afternoon / evening with me. Have a wonderful week ahead and I hope I'll see you at 5 p.m. tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.